I'm currently in Barton Seagrave, which is just, well, it's a little suburb of Kettering, I believe, in Northamptonshire. I believe Barton Seagrave's named after St John Seagrave, I think he was. I know there was a knight called Seagrave who had a dubious honour of being captured twice in the Scottish Wars of Independence. Once at Bannockburn, and maybe was it Bannockburn, or I think one of them might have been Roslin, the Battle of Roslin, 1303, which might not be a well-known battle to many people. But I think he was captured twice and then ransomed twice. So that would have cost him a bit of gold. I've just looked at the description of the. It says that this has got 2 mottes, but I thought this was more of a fortified manor than a motte and bailey. The actual outside part is like a rectangle in nature. I think this is possibly what they mean by a motte, although it's not really a motte shape. There are substantial earthworks here. I wouldn't say it was a motte and bailey in any way. We'll have to look at that up later. There's 2 distinct parts to the earthworks. There's this bit we're on here, which is quite substantial. And then you've got the other part which is just up there. And just over there is Wicksteed Park. If you want to know where we are in Kettering. This is on the south side. The little town of Barton Seagrave is over there. I have to read up on this. Oh, it's getting windy now. It's been a very nice day today. The clouds have suddenly come over. Yeah, substantial earthworks, no real, tons and tons and tons of rabbits. We can thank the Normans for castles, thank you very much for that. But you also, well, the Romans brought rabbits into the country and they didn't really take off, and then the Normans brought them. I think they introduced a couple of species of deer, etc. as well, the Normans. I think there's 6 species now. I think the red deer and the roe deer might have been indigenous. The Normans might have brought the fallow deer, either the fallow or the roe, I can't remember. They brought one of them. And then we've got, much later on, we've got the muntjac, the sika deer, and I think, was it the Chinese water deer is the other one. I mean, if anything, that's the motte in the middle there, although it's sunk in the middle quite substantially. There is evidence of a little stream that comes down from that way. Yeah, it's a lot more square shaped than rounded that you'd expect from a normal sort of a motte. I think most people probably walk across this field, especially dog walkers. They've got no idea what's even in the field. If you say to the locals, do you know where the castle is? They'll go, the what? The castle? Oh, where's that? Over there. Well, them bumps. Oh, there's nothing there. Well, there is. If you're interested in castles and you know what you're looking at, then there's definitely something here. I think this bit over here is a little bit higher. Possibly a fish pond. This is a massive site because it covers the entirety of this field. I think there was an outer bank and an outer ditch all the way around the outside, so it wasn't like two separate areas. I mean, I did a thing recently where I said that Lewes Castle and Lincoln Castle are two castles that are famous for having two mottes, and there is another one at Hampstead Marshall in Berkshire. I mean, if this in fact's got two, this would count as another one. Something that was rare might not be as rare. More evidence of rabbits. Yeah, this is a little stream over here. So they would have had a water supply. I think this is the outer extent of this enclosure. If there was another motte, I think this pretty much here would be it. You can see the extent of the site. Stretches all the way back over there. I could have shown you the notice board. Unfortunately, people have decided to graffiti it. Obviously it makes people feel whatever it makes them feel by doing things like that. Oh, the wind's gone away and the sun's come out again. Yeah, this is very marshy and boggy underfoot here. And as you can see, it is wet here and the little stream is flowing. Yeah, it seems to be flowing quite fast. It's very boggy underfoot. Or possibly that's the second motte there, if it is a motte indeed. Although it certainly is certainly is a raised area there. I might take a little walk over there and have a look. Can't get through that little stream there, it is quite deep at that point. Some clouds have disappeared and it's suddenly a very nice day again. As you can see, extent of more earthworks over here. Massive molehill. Not going to bother going in there, but you can see that it's there's a slight ditch down there, around that way. I would imagine that this was the extent. That could just be a natural raised area over there. Somebody's put logs there you can walk across. That's if I want to try and walk across them and not slip. Don't think I'll bother. I think I can walk around. I could probably jump that, but I'm not going to bother again. Not carrying the camera and filming. I shouldn't think it's that deep. I wouldn't imagine that wouldn't imagine they would have a stream or anything going through the earthworks. That is more likely to be going through on the outskirts. There was a man who saw me looking at the stingy nettles. He started talking to me about stingy nettles, telling me you could eat them. Which, you know, you can. I was aware of that. They are a bit like cabbage, I believe. There's a gateway over there. I don't know if this is the extent. And this might be another motte. I mean, this is more motte shaped than the other one. Although not that much. It certainly looks like it would look like it from that side, but not from this side. This could just be a natural spur of land sticking out. There's no evidence of a ditch or a moat going around that bit. It'd certainly make it easier for an attacker to see inside. Shoot arrows and crossbow bolts in. Let this road go past. The wind's picking up again. Don't know how much defence that water would have added to this place, but certainly would have added a water supply. Although we can't see evidence of a well, they would have possibly built one or dug one, which could have been filled in at a later date. This is probably no interest to people who aren't hugely interested in castles. If you're one of those that like earthworks, then this is a definite place, but if you're only interested in the big Warwick style castles, then it's probably not for you. So there's another raised area with a ditch around it. I say ditch, moat, pretty much the same thing. Or this could be the other motte that they refer to, because this is a raised area with a moat around the outside. Not going to wander into all them stinging nettles there. Again, there's another. Probably won't wander into that bit. I think most people come to this field either to take a shortcut from the village into Kettering. It's probably not that far a walk. Or they come and walk their dog here. As you can see, this is probably what people would think of as a motte, but I mean, I'd probably just think of it as a moated platform. That's probably what I'd describe it as. It does show up on LiDAR as a set of two sets of earthworks. I'm pretty sure they are kind of square in shape rather than rounded. There is some distance between the two sets of earthworks. Have to read up on it a little bit more when I get back. Getting some sheep on here. Don't think rabbits eat nettles or anything. I think goats would. Or sheep and goats on here would certainly stop some of the nettles coming through. But there are substantial earthworks here. More dog walkers. Yeah, there is a huge separation between the earthworks to my left and these earthworks to the right. I'm going to go down here. I think there's another information board here. I think that there is possibly a dried up riverbed just there, or whether there is still a river in it, or evidence of it. Yeah, you can see it's a bit marshy down there. That's coming from the other one. No, that one's sadly been graffitied as well. Yeah, there's a black rabbit there. But there we go, Barton Seagrave. castle. I did stop the video back there, but I just thought come back round this way because it kind of shows the entranceway here, or a entranceway. And this is the moat, which is you can still feel it's a bit spongy underfoot, but you can see obviously the extent of the earthworks. Just thought I saw some stone there, but that looks more like concrete, so I'm not sure about that. Not sure if that's actual stone or concrete. Yeah, it's spongy underfoot, so that you can feel that it's still holds a bit of moisture down here. You can see the total destruction of the place by rabbits. It did say they allow sheep to graze on here. I think that's an old water course there. It comes round here and then goes off down that way. May have been diverted or dried up. And then you come round here. Oh, more rabbits bouncing about. Yep, and then I think we'll definitely leave it here. Oh, you can see the Ferris wheel over there at Wicksteed Park. Yeah, Barton Seagrave.